Point and stare at TJ and Riggins anytime you want on YouTube. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So there's a new edition of TJ and Jody's House podcast up on all of our podcasting,
Our platforms.
Platforms,
Sure.
yeah, our platforms, including the TJ Riggins homepage at tjriggins.com. Sponsored by Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Beautiful furniture for your living and bedroom. The most comfortable mattresses with the latest in sleep technology. A team of professional designers. Delivery services second to none, and much, much more. Go to tjriggins.com/mattress. Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress sounds like a sweet deal to me. Okay, one of the big things that's going all around the news is, I mean, from the tabloids to the Associated Press and New York Times and everywhere else, because this is a huge victory for New Age people. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
New Age people. The survey that they have done found that it's not really that shocking, but that women want younger men the same amount as men want younger women. So there are just as many women who want younger men as men who want younger women.
Huh.
Because, they always say that, yeah, the man's got to have somebody younger. And all that. I don't. I always say that I go the opposite. If Jody and I were to split up, I would get an 80-something-year-old woman. We'd be eating dinner at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sure.
Yeah.
Watching TV until, we both fall asleep in the chair at 7.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then go to bed and get up the next morning and eat homemade preserves for breakfast.
Sounds
on
good to
toast.
me.
Yeah.
That all sounds fantastic.
So, Lindsay, you're 40 now.
Oh, ew, it hurt like a dagger.
So, do you have any interest? Like, if you were single, would you have an age requirement? Like, if you dated somebody younger, what's the youngest you would go?
Youngest probably 35, and that's even.
Yeah. So, so someone not in your same decade.
Youngest.
Yeah.
I would prefer someone in my.
Right.
Yeah, but
you would dip down to 5 years younger than you.
maybe. I mean, they'd have to be pretty special. I mean, hot.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be married for next.
Especially hot.
Especially hot. Yeah, I mean, I would prefer probably older. But
That makes sense, because 5 years, you still have stuff in common with them,
yeah.
that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, seriously, if I were on the dating scene, I would probably go 5 years younger
Yeah.
if it came up, because I just don't want to be in a situation where we don't have anything in common, or I have to constantly go, oh, you don't know what that is? Or hearing her say, well, I would know what she's talking about all the time because I keep up with it. It's my job.
Right.
To keep up with pop culture and all that.
That's true.
I don't want to have to explain to her, what who Casper Weinberger was when I was a kid,
Right.
or people like that or tell her who Ronald Reagan was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Could you imagine?
When we go to commercial, can you tell me who Casper Weinberger is?
Yeah. I was about to say the same.
I was just got through
About
that.
to Google.
That's kind of obscure for people, 45 and younger. I was just joking. All right, so Lindsay's on the prowl now for a younger man. You heard it here first.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Greg Nog time.
What you doing there, Greg?
Oh, hey, Katie. I'm making my world-famous Greg Nog.
Well, if it's so world famous, how come I don't know about it?
There's a lot you don't know about me. Like how I just ordered truckloads of our most popular items at Sweet Dreams.
You did what?
Shh.
Right now, save up to 70% on overstocks, clearance, and closeouts. In stock and ready to rock. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more. Available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today. Available whenever you want it on the TJ and Riggins app. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
I'm not going to lie, y'all. You know that you've gotten old/older when you slip into a conversation about the pros and cons of cream of wheat
Yeah.
versus cream of rice or oatmeal.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, we just had an in-depth conversation about how delicious and velvety, creamy cream of wheat is.
So good.
It's kind of amazing how we can talk about food.
Yeah,
How
but
long
it's
we can talk
but
about
we're
it.
not talking about young people food.
Right.
We're talking about, and then you just brought up grape nuts as we were going back on the air.
Yeah, I think I'm the oldest one in the group.
Grape nut. Well, I'm pretty excited. Y'all know that I haven't been that impressed with stand-up comedy over the past few years. It's a lot of it's just bleh. There are a few good ones that I enjoy, and if I enjoy them, it means that they're good. If I don't enjoy them, they're not great. Nate Bargatze is really good. Bargatze. I think he's funny. There's a new one, though, that just hit the circuits, obviously, because she was a guest in New York at a comedy club with Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer brought her on stage, and she did 30 minutes of stand-up.
Okay.
And I'm sure it killed. Her name's Madonna.
No way.
Oh,
So yeah, Madonna she went to the comedy club with Amy Schumer and then got on stage and did 30 minutes of stand up, and you know that had to be
cringy.
Yeah, I'm dying to
because
see it. I want to know.
Yeah,
I know.
wanna see it.
I looked for the video and I couldn't find it, but you know I'm not the best at that.
Yeah.
You know, searching and
Right,
stuff.
right.
I did find a still of her, and she's holding the microphone. She's wearing gloves of some sort, like she had hand surgery or something. I don't know. And then she's looking down at the stool that has a notebook on it.
Yeah.
So,
She's
notes.
reading her.
or yeah, at least she's got an outline and whatever.
Wow.
But why would Madonna want to be doing stand up?
She's trying to make that money, honey.
Yeah.
Or is she just trying to be,
Provocative and
or
interesting.
cutting edge? Like, look, Madonna's doing stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes attention. So she's going to do things that get her attention. And going on stage at a comedy club unannounced is going to get her a lot of attention, I guess.
Now, you think Amy Schumer was like, oh, this is great? Or she's thinking, oh my God, I like Madonna. She's my friend and all, but I don't want her doing stand up.
Don't ruin my set.
Yeah,
I can't imagine one thing being funny coming out of her mouth.
I know.
Oh,
But then again, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
I really want to
Dying
hear
to.
it because it could be hilarious.
it could be.
30 minutes? I mean, you could bomb a lot in 30 minutes. That's a crazy amount of time to go up for your first time.
But is a crowd going to allow Madonna to bomb, or are they going to laugh just because it's Madonna?
They're going to
Maybe not.
laugh just because, she thinks she's hilarious now. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
They laugh the whole time. You're hilarious.
That is weird.
Do the one about like a virgin again. That was funny.
You're not laughing. No one's laughing. Thought this was
Yeah.
comedy club.
Yeah, do it. Except, what'd you say? It's like a surgeon on your face.
Oh,
Bless her. But hey, man, I'm not into the Minaj stuff, but if I could be having Amy Schumer and Madonna in the same room with me, woo,
stop. Stop it.
that is paradise in my book.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, it's TJ, and we were hanging out the other night at our new favorite place, Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne, and I figured out that's where I'm going to be watching the ball games this year. That's right. They have about 40 TVs showing all of the games on Saturdays, the college games, and their official Ohio State Buckeyes bar. You don't want to miss that if you're a Buckeyes fan as well as a Packers fan or a Panthers fan. They got it all. Not to mention some of the best food that I have had in a long, long time. You're looking for a great time? Go to Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne. Check it out at acetj.com/Blackfin.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins Show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Boycott the Super Bowl. That's one of the top trending topics. Boycott the Super Bowl. A lot of different reasons why people are sending that message out there, but a lot of people say the NFL is rigged. They've got an interest in seeing the Kansas City Chiefs advance to the Super Bowl every year. Some people are saying, I won't bore you with the conspiracy theories, but a lot of people are just saying boycott the NFL. We're not watching. We're not watching.
Yeah. Well, in this case, if there is a conspiracy and the Kansas City Chiefs are given an advantage in the script or whatever, I hope that works out that way for the Super Bowl.
You think?
Yeah, even if it's rigged, I want Kansas City to win because I don't think Eagles fans deserve a winning team.
No.
They're so uncouth and don't understand when they're there watching a game and all. It's still part of a civil society.
Yeah. So you won't be chanting EGLSES. Go Birds! Go Birds!
That's something I would do though.
And then I feel bad because I like a lot of their players. Like Saquon Barkley is one of the nicest
like that
guys. Yeah, I love him. Jalen Hurts, I like him.
Seems super nice as well.
Yeah.
What a shame.
But the fans ruined it for everybody for you.
They don't deserve those good players.
The city does not deserve those players.
They don't.
Poland is trending this morning, but for a totally lighthearted reason. Their Burger King has a new sandwich called the Whopperator, and it's 5 Whopper patties. I didn't know the Polish were like that. I didn't know they got down with 5 patties on a Whopper.
That's extreme.
You figured that would be more in Ireland.
Somewhere.
How many? The more patties, the better. You get
Come
it?
on. Woo! Yeah, I didn't know the Polish were
How you eating that?
stout.
Nobody
like
can eat that.
I know. Especially not you.
Only a hippo could eat that.
Kind of silly. So congratulations to Poland making big strides. And speaking of global affairs, Google Maps tweeted this yesterday. We've received a few questions about naming within Google Maps. We have a long-standing practice of applying name changes when they have been updated in official government sources. This is a reference to renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Yeah. So once the government starts referring to it as the Gulf of America, they're going to change it on Google Maps, and they announced it yesterday. So also renaming, what's the mountain that they're renaming to Mount McKinley, or bringing it back to Mount McKinley?
Mount St. Helens?
No.
Oh, it's called Denali.
Denali, yes, exactly. So it's reverting back to its original name, which was Mount McKinley.
Right. Obama renamed it Denali.
I believe so. I believe so. So we'll see if these changes come to Google Maps soon. Just keep an eye out.
I hope so, because I've been looking for Mount McKinley and I can't find it.
Where is it? I've been wanting to hike there. And then the weirdest pictures came out from Cosmopolitan yesterday. Macaulay Culkin and his wife, Brenda Song, who you might remember from children's television, did this photo shoot. And is that the weirdest pose to have as a couple? They're married and have a kid now?
That's a recreation of a famous picture of some sort. They're being silly. Yeah,
Oh,
like a movie poster or something.
Oh, I didn't read that much into it. I just saw Macaulay Culkin draped over her, and I thought, what are they doing?
My photographic memory shows me that that's something I've seen before.
A movie that he's in?
Maybe not. Maybe just a famous movie. I'm not sure.
And would the girl be doing his pose?
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
So we're going to help. TJ's been looking for a hobby. We're going to find him one next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Hey, it's TJ, and I am telling you what, if you haven't seen Jewelers on Main in Mooresville, you're really missing out. Beautiful, beautiful pieces with jewelry repair done in-house. You can even design your own piece of jewelry. You're going to love them. Jewelers on Main in downtown Mooresville.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Did you know you can add the homepage to your phone's home screen? It's easy. Check out the instructions at the top, and it only has to be done once. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
When it comes to football, I know where I'm headed. Wild Wing Cafe. They've got hot wings, cold beer, and football on all the big screens. It's the best place to catch every play, enjoy some killer wings, and ice-cold drinks. See you at Wild Wing Cafe, your game day headquarters.
This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
Oh dear, what a mess we have here. Lindsay's kids are sick and she's going through it.
Kyle's getting sick. We're all getting sick. I'm not.
Everybody's getting sick.
Right. She already told us that he's a baby when he's sick.
Yeah.
Did she say that?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't complain. He just told me stay at work the whole time. I'm fine. She's acting like she's going to throw up, that type. He doesn't do well with vomit.
Oh. No, I was just kidding about him being a baby.
But he's starting to get some stomach cramps. So we're in the trenches, but we've been there before.
Right, you'll get your way. You'll make your way out of it.
Yeah.
You're blessed to have him. You are.
I know. I thought you were joking. I thought you were joking.
I'm just saying I was joking about him being a baby.
Oh, I thought you were
very blessed to have him.
I know. I thought you were making it. Listen,
He's
I
a good
haven't slept
fella.
all night, so I think everything's funny. So I was going to start laughing or make a joke, but I can't think of anything.
Sometimes it's just one step at a time. 1 minute by minute. That's how you got to take it.
Yeah, sure.
Listening to the TJ and Jody's House podcast yesterday, they were discussing their new diet that they've only been on for 3 weeks. It seems a lot longer, I'll be honest, TJ. It feels like this has been a marathon.
Yeah, it feels like it to me, too.
I was going to say mainly it feels like it to him, I'm sure.
And the vibe I got from TJ was that he's kind of over it. No, I know he's over it. But will he stick to it to get reach whatever goal he wants?
Right. And if I don't stick to it, that just means I'm going to move along to another program.
Yeah.
One that I've done before that works and that I know about.
But you have a habit of picking up something, getting real obsessed with it, and then forgetting all about it. And that's why you don't have many hobbies.
Right.
And you've expressed interest in getting a new hobby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way.
Oh, are you really?
The same way.
You get super into something and then just it becomes not
like a bar class. I'll be into it for like 3 months, and then I'm like, we're good. Yeah. We're good here.
You got your fill of it.
Yeah.
So the radio family knows TJ very well. How long you been on the radio, TJ? 25
70
years?
years.
70 something years? A millennia?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought if TJ's looking for a hobby, let's ask the people who know TJ better than anyone, what's the hobby that TJ should try out? At TJ Riggins Show, you know TJ, what hobby should she try? Jessica said, my ex-husband got really into disc golf. It seems lame, I know. But a bunch of guys are into it.
I like it. What little bit I've done, I think it's pretty cool. We were actually going to get one of those holes to go in the backyard, whatever they call the holes, and just be out there just throwing at the one thing, like a yard game you can drink beer doing.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's lame.
Yeah. You like being outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
And so that might actually be good.
Right.
But I think this one is right up your alley. Candy said skeet shooting.
Yeah.
Would that be interesting to you?
Yeah, it's one of those that I used to be into. And then,
you were into that and then dropped it?
Is it? I've heard it's is it expensive,
Yeah,
or am I thinking of something?
Yeah, buying shotgun shells can get pricey.
Yeah. What about mahjong?
What about mahjong? Good point, Lindsay.
I don't like those kinds of like board games and stuff.
What about puzzles?
No.
But
see, my one hobby that I really enjoy has been taken away with the stupid diet is cooking.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't just cook and not sample and taste it and stuff. Oh, yeah, that sucks. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we got to boycott this.
It's robbed me of all my joys. Organic food better not have an effect on my TV watching.
It's the one thing.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Buying diamonds in Antwerp, Belgium, like R. Gregory Jewelers does, is something special. You look at it, weigh it, look again. It's nice, but could it be better? Now, do that 10, 20, 50, or even more times. Your diamond is extra special, so we go the extra mile, literally, to the Diamond Capital, where selection and value are the best. We won't leave until the perfect one is found for you and everyone we're there for. To R. Gregory Jewelers, that really is something special.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Oh, look, our new subscribe button, where you can make sure you're getting the new shows right when they're posted. Find listening options for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, social media sites, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
If you live in the Charlotte area and you need furniture, then you need Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. We love them, and you will too. So go to tjriggins.com/sweetdreams for Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Point and stare at TJ and Riggins anytime you want on YouTube. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Riggins, what is the sexiest job? If you meet a woman and she does a certain job, what's the sexiest job?
Butcher. No, sexiest job? Maybe like a boutique store owner.
Yeah.
She's kind of dressed really well and she's sexy looking. She's got to display the clothes. Maybe that.
That's a good one. What about you, Lynn? What's the sexy job, man?
Something where you get your hands dirty, but you wear minimal clothing, but you have a hot body. What's that? I don't know.
Yeah, all of the construction guys out there who wear Speedos while they're working.
For the inmates on the side of the road.
Well, they did a survey and they asked 2,000 single people. So this is men and women. And the number one thing was health care, like doctors. That was voted sexiest job overall. And the nurse was second.
Well, yeah, I could see that.
Now, I don't get this one at all. Number 2 is education, teachers and professors. Now, I don't know if anybody has seen teachers and professors lately on TikTok and around the internets. Not to say that there aren't some attractive teachers. I mean, obviously there are, but it's not like it used to be, where little boys are like, oh, my teacher is so pretty. I mean, they're, a lot of them that you see on social media and all are beastly.
They're not one to bring them apples anymore.
No, and they probably would throw it back at a kid and accuse him of doing something offensive by bringing her an apple. It's just it's crazy looking. But if you're a hot teacher, then I'm obviously not talking about you, so no need for you to be offended. If you're an ugly one, then maybe you got a complaint. That's up to you to determine. I'm offended by that because I'm a teacher and I'm ugly. First responders.
Yeah.
Lawyers and cops, so all law enforcement stuff. I think that's a sexy job for a man.
Yeah,
I love a hot lady cop.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
it's not moving the needle for me at all.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they look way better though behind a desk.
Oh my God. Lord.
I'm joking. I'm just kidding.
Managed to upset.
Get the ladies upset.
Yeah, they get riled up.
Just playing. Then one says IT.
I don't see that at all.
Being a sexy job?
I don't see that at all.
Well.
Can we look at your computer?
Just too judgmental.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Every weekday, the Extra Funny podcast is available at tjriggins.com. It's uncensored and, well, extra funny. Extra Funny is sponsored by Eric Javits. Find your next great hat at Eric Javits. Get 20% off your order today by going to tjriggins.com/deals. That's tjriggins.com/deals. Then use promo code TJ at checkout.
Hey Charlotte, ready to enjoy a chef-prepared meal using delicious seasonal ingredients without ever having to leave your home? Table and Twine is the answer. Have a world-class dining experience without ever leaving your house. Learn more at tjriggins.com/tableandtwine.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today. Available whenever you want it on the TJ and Riggins app. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So I guess Groundhog Day is coming up soon.
Oh, is it?
Is it in February every year?
That's right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you can always tell because PETA, the crazy people at PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, they always come out with some way that they can put an end to using a real groundhog, a Puxatawny Phil, for the festivities and all of that.
Oh, God.
Please.
He's treated like gold.
Mm-hmm. He's fine. It's a big rat anyway.
Well, until de Blasio drops you,
Yeah.
and you die.
Well, I mean, there are very few people as I don't know, stupid as Bill de Blasio. He was the mayor of New York.
Oh, he dropped the...
Yeah.
Yeah, he dropped a groundhog, I believe.
Oh.
So every year PETA says they want that to stop and all that. But, you know, I guess now they've started giving ideas of how to make it better without actually using a groundhog.
Okay.
So they're suggesting that Groundhog Day be done basically like a gender reveal. So they say that if they'll retire Phil permanently to a, quote, reputable animal sanctuary, end quote, they'll provide a giant vegan weather reveal cake every year. Inside the cake, if it's blue, there will be 6 more weeks of winter. If it's pink, there will be an early spring.
Okay. We'll take it into consideration. Thank you for the vegan weather cake, whatever that is.
And
Thanks.
who do they want to determine that, they're saying?
Determine what the weather is going to be?
Like...
Yeah, it's true. Like, that's the whole point of the groundhog is that it's going to determine. But yeah, how are you going to plan what it is based on a cake?
Yeah.
Right. Not to mention, my point to the people in this is don't give any consideration to anything that PETA says.
Oh.
Find a more reputable animal rights group or something than PETA.
Yeah, they were protesting the ASPCA the other day. I thought, who goes after the ASPCA?
What?
Yeah, they dropped off like a whole truckload of manure in front of their offices. I was like, you're going after the...
Isn't that who they should be working with?
I thought so.
Confused.
Yeah, they're kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if we just start pointing and laughing at PETA, then some real, true animal people will step forward who aren't crazy.
Right.
Like Riggins.
Riggins
would do that.
Yeah, same.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Lily and Grace is an incredible boutique in Mooresville, North Carolina that was built from a lifetime of experience in the interior design and home renovation businesses. Beautiful furniture and interior design elements ready to tell your home's story. Lily and Grace offers a wide range of products that can be customized to accommodate every corner of your home. They truly create pieces of art, and we are so proud to be working with them. Learn more at lilyandgrace.com. That's lilyandgrace.com.
Let's go. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. The TJ and Riggins Show, Extra Funny, The Week in Review, and all the new and past podcasts. Listen, fast forward, download, and share. Add it to your phone's home screen today. most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Boycott the Super Bowl. Top trending topic. Super Bowl stories being discussed, but mostly it's people talking about how they're not interested in watching this year's game in 2 weeks from now, I guess. Something like that.
Yeah.
Down there in New Orleans. So Super Bowl 59, Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles. A lot of people boycotting. A lot of people say it's rigged. A lot of people just aren't interested. A lot of people like TJ are just over the love affair of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift being highlighted during the games.
Yeah, but I'm all for it against the Eagles.
But you are for it. Yeah. So
whatever gets the Eagles to lose, I don't care.
What can you tell us, like, where the Eagles thing started? Like,
well, I mean, everybody knows that their fans are just ridiculously unhinged.
Okay.
And they pride themselves on it. They used to have a jail in the stadium that they would have to send people to during the games because they were so uncivil.
Rowdy people.
That is
Yeah,
wild.
there was a judge, a magistrate in there, and they put them in jail.
Trashy.
And then stories of them throwing stuff at Santa Claus and little kids who were wearing opposing jerseys, throwing beer on them. There's things like that.
They don't deserve a win. You're right.
So sorry to say, if you're an Eagles fan, TJ will not be.
I don't mind the ones
Praying for
who live, in God's country where we live. If they don't act like that, it's mainly those that go to the games.
Just those. Okay.
Well, throwing anything at kids, you're trash. You're
Just absolute trash.
yeah.
Something TJ's definitely, I think, going to be into, much more so than the Philadelphia Eagles, is the new flavor of Coca-Cola that is hitting store shelves in 3 weeks, is Coca-Cola Orange Cream. Mm-hmm. No one loves orange cream more than TJ.
Right, and I saw that. I can't wait to try it, but I've been let down by Coca-Cola flavored, like different fruit flavors of Coke. Yeah. Now, if you remove the Coke flavor from that, I'll be all about it.
Just an orange cream soda.
Yeah.
But I'll try that. It's probably not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be good though with the Coke. You're right. Make it like a Sunkist cream. Then I'm down.
Yeah. They introduced Coca-Cola Spiced as a permanent flavor last year, and that didn't last very long. I think about 6 months, 5 to 6 months, and they said it's no longer permanent. We're getting rid of it.
You don't
no one.
It was temporarily permanent.
Yeah. Turns out no one wanted it. So.
But I do
Orange
love a
cream
spirited Diet Coke, though.
Yeah, and this might be good with cocktails. So that's on sale February 10th in the United States and Canada. One of the worst flights ever has just been documented. Coming up next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
When it comes to all things real estate, especially in the Lake Norman area, there is no one better than the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. We've used them for years. They're our friends, and you are going to love them. Just go to tjriggins.com/Temple team. tjriggins.com/Temple team.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
All guests of the TJ and Riggins Show stay at the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte. Beautiful rooms paired with incredible dining options, all nestled perfectly in the beautiful South Park neighborhood of Charlotte. Book your stay online at tjriggins.com/Hyatt.
This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
One thing I like about America, one of the many things that I think is great about America, is that we're not only the best at most things, we're also really nice. If you go into other countries, a lot of other countries are just not particularly friendly to Americans and to their countrymen. Mm-hmm. And everybody says that. And especially living in the South where we live, people are just friendlier, kinder, willing to lend a hand, and just more cordial.
As God intended.
As God intended. Thank you, Lindsay. But you go to some other places, they're just rude, and it might not be part of their culture, but that's why I think one of the great reasons to live in America is. And this is a perfect example of everybody being too nice. A flight from Dallas to Seattle. One woman has her assigned seat. She's on an aisle. For whatever reason, she decides to go 7 rows back from where her seat is and sit by the window. Well, the person that is sitting actually is assigned to that window seat, doesn't say anything, and goes across the aisle to sit in the other window seat. This sets off a chain reaction. 28 people then filed into the wrong seats until the last person gets on the plane. It's a man. He's supposed to be sitting on an aisle. The only seat left is in the very back in the middle. And finally, he's the one that puts a stop to it and says, hey, I'm not sitting here. My seat is up there. They go up to the flight attendant goes up there and says, you have to remove. She goes, well, I'm not sitting here. I'm supposed to be sitting over there. 27 people didn't say a word, just picked another seat. It delayed the plane for over 2 hours because everybody had to deplane and then get back on in their assigned seats.
We have rules for a reason.
There
are rules of society. You can't just decide I want to go sit somewhere else on a plane. And why? Because she's whoever it was is entitled to that seat, and I don't care. I mean, maybe it's that she didn't care. Maybe it's just that she just didn't even consider what might happen after that. But she wanted that seat.
Yeah.
And so, why can't she have it?
Right.
And then everybody else is just like, well, okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess she's not. And no one said anything. So the 26 people are just super kind. But she was probably just entitled. She wasn't even close. She was 7 rows behind where she was supposed to be sitting.
This is why the pick your seat planes are the way to go. I don't care if it's Spirit or whatever your flight.
Or just follow what your ticket says.
But people can't do that. It's like you're talking to my 5-year-old. Rules for a reason.
Yeah.
And they're 55.
But then they need to be kicked off the flight. If you don't know how it operates, you can't play by the rules, then you don't fly.
Right.
Here's your money back.
Yeah.
Get out.
See ya.
Yeah.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Buying diamonds in Antwerp, Belgium, like R. Gregory Jewelers does, is something special. Your diamond is extra special, so we go the extra mile, literally, to the diamond capital, where selection and value are the best. To R. Gregory Jewelers, that really is something special.
Add TJRiggins.com to your phone's home screen. Open your phone's browser, type TJRiggins.com, and click the top banner to learn how to easily add to both iOS and Android phones. Everything is now on the homepage, TJRiggins.com.
When it comes to all things real estate, especially in the Lake Norman area, there is no one better than the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. We've used them for years. They're our friends, and you are going to love them. Just go to TJRiggins.com/Temple Team. TJRiggins.com/Temple Team.